It's early November now, and over the last few weeks, we've been really delighted at words of encouragement we've received from friends around the world, and also really generous giving. Some very close friends have given, and then other people who hardly know us at all have given as they felt touched by the Lord to give towards the place of Springs. And this means that now we've received pretty much 50% of the money that we need to raise in addition to the mortgage to purchase the property. And so now in this month of November, we're trusting God for the remaining £80,000 to £85,000 that we still need to see come in. This is still a daunting figure, but we're in a place of hope and anticipation because of the way we've seen the Lord working over recent weeks. We were with a friend the other day, and he said, this is a really faith-stretching season. What are you learning at this time? And that's a good question. What are we learning? It feels like one of the metaphors that we keep returning to as a couple is the story of Peter when he is challenged to get out of the boat and try walking on the water to Jesus. And it feels very much like we're in a season like that. We were in the boat, but we had a dream and a passion in our hearts that we wanted to see become reality. And so we asked and we said, God, is this you? Is this a dream from you? And we felt challenged, just like Peter when he saw Jesus on the water and he said, if it's you, call me. Jesus said, come to me. In the same way, we felt an invitation to respond to the dream and to get out of the boat. And so that's what we've done. We've got out of the boat. And actually, once you get out of the boat, a little bit like Peter, we realise that Jesus is quite a distance away from the boat. And there's a lot of sea between the boat and Jesus. And it's kind of intimidating to be in a place where you're trying to walk on water. And it's not natural. It doesn't come easily to move forward, not knowing what exactly is happening. I think one of the principles we're trying to really learn is to just take one step at a time, not to be overwhelmed by the need or the distance, but just to keep pushing each door that comes. Some of these doors are closed, and that's been discouraging, and some doors have just swung open, and we're just taking one step at a time. I think like Peter as well, very quickly we realise how easy it is to be intimidated by the waves, by the discouragements that happen, and in those moments to take our eyes off Jesus and to see the problems and to either think that somehow we've got to solve it, maybe a door closes and we try pushing, rather than accepting, okay, that door's closed. I think other times we've turned to people, thinking that people are somehow the answer. Now, we have received incredibly generous gifts from people, and so in that sense, people are part of the answer. But we can't look to people as if they can solve this. And I know that when the tendency is there to try to do that, it's very easy to either try to manipulate or to unfairly look to other people, and we don't want to do that. But I realise how easy it is to do that, and so somehow we're trying to learn to fix our eyes on Jesus and to keep our eyes on God, rather than looking at the waves and thinking we've got to solve them or that other people are going to solve them. Rather to look at God and to remember his commitment to us, his loving kindness, the fact that he is moving towards us in love, and even to see the closed doors as part of God taking responsibility for us. It's easy to think that we're somehow responsible. But instead, we're trying to hold on to the truth that only God can make this happen. And so there's a kind of a tension, I suppose, between knowing that God is ultimately responsible and also knowing that we've got a part to play, that we need to keep taking the next step and not abdicate those responsibilities, but neither to take that responsibility on as if it's all about us, and obviously it's not. We need God to move. We need God to touch people's hearts. I think another really key lesson we've so clearly seen day after day after day is that we desperately need our friends on the boat and also friends on the water with us. That the cheers of encouragement, the words of encouragement, the prayers, the gifts have meant so much to us, and it's enabling us to keep going in what is a very taxing and stretching season. And so if you're praying for us and if you're standing with us, as I know so many people are, thank you so much. It really does mean a lot to us. And we know that it's actually only as God touches people's hearts to give that we're going to see this dream become reality. And that really is, I guess, where we're heading to as we're walking on the water. So please also, as you're praying for us, just pray that God would keep our eyes fixed on Jesus, and that we really would learn the lessons that he's wanting to teach us through this really interesting season that we're in right now. Thank you. And thank you too for all those who are giving and speaking words of encouragement to us. It really does mean so much.